Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 28 of Let's Play Evoland Legendary Edition. Alright, so let's talk to the Dean and see what he has to say about a whole bunch of stuff. The Magi. The Magi are a people, or rather a civilization, that peaked more than 2,500 years ago, while the world was largely underwater. According to the legend, they possessed magical powers beyond anything else in history. Some even say they could manipulate time itself. But these are most likely the exaggerated explanations of contemporaneous peoples to account for strange phenomena after the fact. Nevertheless, after dominating the era in which they lived, they completely vanished 2,000 years ago. All they left behind were a few ruins and many unsolved mysteries. What would you like to know? The megaliths. What are commonly called megaliths are in fact the most famous relics of the Magi civilization. While somewhat rare, they are evenly spread throughout various continents. It is not precisely known what purpose they served. Deciphered writings refer to a road or path, but where does it lead? Incidentally, it was while searching for a megalith that my former professor, also a great expert on the Magi, met her end. Quite a sad story, really. What would you like to know? The disappearance of the Magi. Surely it's the greatest riddle ever put forth. Why would a civilization as powerful as the Magi vanish from the face of the earth 2,000 years ago? And without a trace, or practically none, even after years of research, I must admit I haven't the foggiest idea. Okay, so he doesn't know about that. What about the professor? My old professor was a leading Magi expert. Her entire life was devoted to figuring out why they had disappeared. I recall she was particularly interested in the megaliths. She thought the stones contained a power that, once triggered, would enable her to learn more about the Magi. She discovered a megalith that she believed she could activate with the Stone of Time. Sadly, she was captured by the pirates that lived on the island at the time. No one ever found a trace of her. That was on Magi Isle, the one people now call the Cursed Isle. Okay, the Stone of Time. The Stone of Time is quite the legend in itself. It has some connection with the megaliths, but I do know more than that. The item predates the Magi by many years, so long ago, in fact, that no one remembers when or why it was created. I'm not even sure if the stone really exists. The only direct reference I was able to identify is in the archives of the Demonian royal family, which I was lucky enough to visit. The Stone of Time is evidently a large, round stone, black, with an eye engraved in its center. Interestingly, the eye resembles that used by the Prophet. A bizarre coincidence, if you ask me, but I am hardly concerned with the outside world. Okay, and the Magi Isle, I think, is the last one. Magi Isle is located far to the east and can only be reached by boat from Sierra Harbor. Its name comes from the Magi ruins found there. Pirates made it their home, only to be mysteriously driven out later. Whatever the case may be, fishermen still refuse to set foot there. They believe the island is cursed, and so has its name become Cursed Isle. Quite the ghost story, as if they even existed. To get to Magi Isle, you'll need a boat. Keep in mind that only a member of the Council of Traders can provide you with a pass of safe conduct. Okay, alright, that's everything. Let's go. Alright, so now that we've done all that, the way that we actually got into the library was we talked to the three little girls who gave us the key, and in exchange they wanted a book. So we're going to give them the 50 ghost stories that we got. I don't know if, like I said, I got 50 ghost stories now. Sorry. I don't know why, I just cannot stop yawning. I got 50 ghost stories in this one, but on the phone I got like 50 drinking games, I think it was. I actually made a note of it. 50... Where is it? Yeah, 50 drinking games. I'm not really sure, like, is it a version difference? Is there... I don't know, I got something else in it. It was strange. But if we could return to the girls and talk to Saku, remember that she wanted a book. So we can give her this. Oh, you brought us a book? Let's see here. 50 drinking games? Yeah, it even says 50 drinking games. You'd give this to some innocent girls. Then again, it'll come in handy when we're older. You pay. Jesus. You basically kept your promise. So here, this is for you. You get another collectible star. Hooray, 2 in a row. Alright, actually, let me talk to Sako and the girls real quick. See if she says anything else. Thanks for the book. We can trust you, I hope. Careful not to lose key. Yeah, I'm trying to work out like who they're dressed as. Ribbon. Ribbon kind of looks like she's dressed as Princess Peach. Mimi, I'm not too sure. Sako definitely looks like Sakura from Street Fighter, but yeah. Don't know if the others are a reference. Alright, and now the last thing that we have to do is go talk to the guy in here. What did you guys say about him? Yeah, Mr. Fogwell. It says Mr. Fogwell, but I thought... I don't know, we'll see in a minute. The missus is so demanding. I'm more frightened of her than of the Great Destroyer. I'm not even sure he actually exists. The missus, on the other hand, I couldn't be more sure. I've gone and blasphemed without meaning to. Please don't turn me into disciples, I beg you. Are there any items around here? Oh, 5G, okay. What about you, lady? For goodness sake, Marion, I've told you 1,000 times not to wrinkle the linens. You poor girl, you have absolutely no sense of perfection. The Great Destroyer demands perfection, and I serve the Prophet, who represents the Great Destroyer. You're like a 3IC. Alright, How to Become a Successful Merchant by C. Ponzi. I know that one is something to do with like something known as a Ponzi scheme, I think. But I don't know exactly what a Ponzi scheme is. 100 Ways to Use Extra Money by Bill G. An interesting probable? Is that a word? Okay, if it's a word, it's going up on the screen because I've never heard that. Crazy landscape. That reminds you of something. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, anyway, let's talk to this dude. Is it Fogwell? Yeah, see, this is Mr. Mudwell. I don't know if they got like, they probably got like some translations wrong and stuff. Well, hello there, citizen. What can I do for you? Oh, I'm but a humble trader from a long line of traders. My grandfather was already a professional merchant at the time of the Empire. He was a real hero, helping those who needed passage in or out of Genova during the war. He did many favors, and he also earned money. For his keep by working hard, or he also earned his keep by working hard, and money doesn't need to be there. Something like that. Thus was born the Fogwell dynasty. How can you be the Fogwell? Are you Fogwell Mudwell? Is that your name? Like Foghorn Leghorn? Quite a beautiful story, ain't it? Mr. Mudwell, what can I do for you? Alright, the Great Disaster. The Great Disaster happened 60 years ago on the 50th anniversary of the Empire's victory over the demons. No one knows exactly what happened, except that a huge explosion wiped out the southern part of the continent. Genova was not entirely spared, and the turmoil that followed ultimately led to the Empire's demise. Thankfully, the traders were there to restore order. Okay, let's learn more about the traders. After the Great Disaster, my father and his merchant friends came to the Empire's rescue. They formed the council that would take actions necessary for Genova's survival. Someone needed to act quickly, what with all the chaos. The militia was created to replace the army. The former imperial tax system was abolished to make way for a fairer system. They gave people their freedom back. Since then, everyone is free to trade and become wealthier. Oh, naturally, traders' sons all become traders themselves, but at least everyone has a chance. Okay, the smoke. The explosion of the Great Disaster left behind a gaping hole filled with this strange substance. As no one rightly knew what the stuff was, people called it smug. Our scientists quickly found that smug could be used as an energy source. The traders declared a monopoly on the buying and selling of smug and built the smug line to transport it to Genova. Since then, everything here has been fueled with smug, and every time people use some, more money lines the council's pockets. Isn't technology grand? Okay, I think that's the last one. A boat. So, you're looking to get to the Cursed Isle. It's a weird place, I wouldn't go near it if I were you. But hey, it's your call. A force majeure, I still don't know, I haven't done the editing for the previous episode, so I don't know what that is yet. A force majeure letter signed by me is all you need to set sail, but you guys have already seen it, so I don't need to put it up again. A force majeure letter signed by me is all you need to set sail. Naturally, it'll cost you. Would you have something interesting to trade? We do, actually. Remember when we were in the past, we actually spoke to Mr. Mudwell. I don't know if it's the same guy, but we spoke... Well, actually, it can't be, because it's been like 100 years. We spoke to Mr. Mudwell, and after giving him all our money and then giving him another 150G, he let us... he gave us the loyalty badge and also showed us gave us the key to escape. So, and this was the item that said, like, this item is completely useless and you'll never use it. And I've just noticed on the right side of the screen are the Deathly Hallows from Harry Potter. See the triangle and the circle and the wand? That's cool. Alright, loyalty badge. Oh, why, that's one of Grandfather's badges. I thought they'd all been lost in the Great Disaster. Their value is strictly sentimental. Please, give it to me in exchange for a pass of safe conduct. Yep, thank you. As promised, here you go. So we get a pass of safe conduct. Captain Stubing will welcome you aboard with a smile. The Great Disaster. My village, swallowed up by the smug. And look what's become of Genova, Kuro. Is that really our future? He did not mention demons. They must be hiding somewhere. I cannot believe they all vanished into thin air. That's not the number one problem here. My village, my parents, everyone's gone. Fina is really selfish. Kuro, we have to stop this great disaster from happening. I understand your anguish, Miss Fina, but if it is indeed possible to change the course of events, we should start by saving my people. That can't be changed, Menos. The demon's defeat is a part of history. I learned about it in school. It's in the past. But what's happened here, that hasn't happened yet. Perhaps in your past, Miss Fina, but to me, your present is my future. What might happen to the Empire is none of my concern. I want my people to live, to not be wiped out by our enemy. But if the Empire doesn't defeat the demons, that could change everything. I mean, maybe I wouldn't even exist. It's just too risky. And what of the people who live here now? Maybe they too will disappear if you alter the past. Does that not bother you at all? But who knows exactly what can or cannot be changed? It may well be that all of this already exists. Perhaps we have already come here. We have done all this, so no matter what we do, nothing can be changed. You know what, Menos? I don't really know, but I'm at least going to try. That's all we can do. How about you, Kuro? Do you think we can change time? No, but in the end... Wait, what happens if we say no? You're just pessimists, the both of you. And if we can, what do you think we should change? And if we can, what do you think we should change? The Empire's victory, the Great Disaster, or both? Yeah, let's get our cake and eat it too. Thank you, Mega Clink. I knew that I could count on you. Unlike Fina. Are you sure, Kuro? It's pretty risky. Could throw off the world's balance. But we would still need to be able to turn back time. If I could turn back time. I do not know what is possible or even reasonable to hope for. Before anything else, we must find a megalith. On that much I completely agree, Menos. You heard that, Kuro? Let's get going. Okay, let's go. Is there anything else that we need to do before we head to the Cursed Isle? Yes, but not in here. Okay, so let's go. So we should be... I wonder if I did this before. Not 100% sure, but we're going to find out. Okay, so we can actually go to the Cursed Isle, but before we do that, remember how we were going to the Windy Valley before and we tried to enter? But Fina scolded us and said like, hey, what are you doing? We have to go to Genova. Well, now that we've done Genova, we should be able to enter. Access to the top of Mount Alpha is restricted to those apprentices who've passed novice training in order to become disciples of the Prophet. If you have not passed, you shall not pass. Oh, you're that new novice. I was told you'd be coming to finish your training. Cool, so he moved out of the way for us. Watch yourself, climbing Mount Alpha is most perilous. After all, we have little use for weak disciples. Only the best among us will earn their place in the world post-annihilation. Let me talk to him, see if he says anything else. Nope, same thing. And I think that guy said the same thing as well. Alright, 5 minutes to go. Let's do this. So we get a nice little like 3D-esque environment here. But, oh well, 3D, 2D. 3D side-scroller. Ow. Oops, and you can just jump here. Alright, so let's see if we can get it past this part. It goes for quite a while. I think it'll probably take all of the remaining time that I have. But it depends on how fast I can do it. So I've written down that there are 5 chests in total to get here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So there's one there, but I'm pretty sure I have to go this way to get it. To kill these little things, you can use Menos. Damn it, that was too close. I don't like that element of the game. I find it really silly. Oh, you can kill yourself by just being too close to the rock when you break it. Nice. Oh, yeah. It's like, where do I go? Even though I just did it. Alright. It's quite difficult to do this section without dying. Let's see if I... Nope. Alright, so if we jump down here... There we go. Alright, first one should be... green goop. I wasn't actually looking at the screen. Alright. Now we just hop here, and here, and here. Should level up in a moment, like now. Yeah, this place gives good experience at this level. So we do want to try and level up as much as we can. Cool. Okay. Can't get those, unfortunately. Whee! Okay, now we gotta go here. Use Menos again. Let's... Oh gosh. There we go. Boom! Good job, Menos. Okay, now this part's a bit tricky. I think I'm supposed to go down here. Or is it the same thing? Looks like it's the same thing. Ah! Just gonna check this. Yeah, okay. Hoppity doo da, hoppity day. Up, up, up. Trying to make sure that I record enough episodes to get a little bit more ahead, because I just haven't been able to catch up, so I'm trying to record a bunch now. Ah! Because I've almost finished the game now. I'm up to the last boss, I'm pretty sure. Gosh. Be careful with these, because you don't want to jump like, you don't want to always like hold X to jump, because, yep, that's correct. You don't want to always hold X to jump, because he can jump like rather high, and then you can get killed by hitting those crystal spikes. If you hit those crystal spikes even once, you die. Okay, so for this, just jump up here, like so. That's weird. How did he not kill that? That wasn't what I was going for, but yeah. Alright, for here you want to jump up to this spot here first. Ah, gosh. And then you gotta kind of, yeah, that's a tough one to time, but you'll get it eventually. If you do fail, you'll just, whoops. Well, I was gonna show you, but then I jumped by accident. Yeah. Oh wait, I don't even need to go this way, but yeah. Oh, come on. Yep. Yeah, if you fail, you just drop down here, drop down there, and you go back. My god, look how much experience this place gives. Anyway, if I don't level up that much in this place, like the next place you go to will just give you a tremendous amount of experience. They always do that scaling thing. Hooray, I got it. No! Gosh. Go Menos. Oh, I got it. No! Oh, yes. Got him in time. Oh gosh, we're out of time. Alright, I'll stop here at this save point. Alright, good. Oh, we're nearly at the end anyway, but yeah, we'll finish it off next time. Alright, so I want to thank you all for watching episode 28 of Let's Play Evoland Legendary Edition. My name's Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.